right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the John Olive Fifth Quarter Show. I'm John Gray with Coach John Olive. After probably one of the greatest high school football games that I can remember watching in years, and that's Tullahoma going over to Columbia last night and coming back in the second half from 25 points down to win the ball game 39-37. It's unbelievable.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, Coach. And give me your take on last night real quick here. Just
I don't know how quick I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this, and these are the type of events that happen in sports that stay with you forever. And our young men will learn from this game, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk today or not, but they'll learn from this game and this season to never, ever give up. And as we look at moving toward taking sports out of our educational system, that's what concerns me. Because you learn so much through sports that can't be taught in a classroom.
Oh, no, heavens no.
And football is a lot more than winning and losing. It just teaches you how to get back up when you get knocked down.
And I think more so than other athletic events, just because one, the team aspect of it and the physical aspect of it.
I know that, I haven't played every sport, and I wouldn't want to say that one's harder than the other and whatnot. But I can tell you this, I wrestled a little bit. They dropped the wrestling team as I was coming into high school, but we still had wrestling in PE. And I know what it's like to go 2 minutes.
Right.
All right. I don't know what it's like to go three rounds at 2 minutes, but in PE, the old wrestling coach still taught wrestling. And in the wintertime, we played basketball for X number of weeks, and then we wrestled for X number of weeks. And I played, your football, basketball, baseball, ran track. I think the team aspect is what separates it from wrestling, because in wrestling, which is a very demanding sport, you have to be very disciplined in that sport, but it's individual. You get scored collectively, but what I do in my match is not affected by what the others do in their matches. Versus in the sport of football, it does make a difference, because Cole Potter doesn't make his great run after catching the football if Eli Grove doesn't get the ball to him. Eli Grove doesn't get the ball to him unless he's been given protection by 5 linemen, but most people don't even know who their names are.
Right.
Cole Potter's not open if the other receiver over there beside him's not running the correct route to get the separation between the two. And then Eli Grove's got to make a read as to who's coming open. And so from the team aspect, that's what I think football gives that a sport like wrestling doesn't. And there's no doubt to me, when it comes to physical demand, that the only other sport I've been a part of, and I'm sure hockey's the same way, is wrestling and football. You just have to become a tough person.
Yes.
Because we've got kids walking around with walking boots. We had one young man that didn't play last night, but he tried to get himself ready to play with a hip pointer. And, you just find out what your limits are. And you push, and all of a sudden you get a new limit.
Right.
And then you push again because you have passed that limit. And you do that athletically, you do it in toughness, you do it in mental preparation. And
as well.
It's just one thing after another. And the sport of football is under attack right now There's some powers to be that started in the mid-'80s, in my opinion, to try to bring the sport of football down. And they're working hard to do it, and I hate that. And I know concussions are important, and, you know, I'm somebody who played a lot of years of football. I'm got children that played the game of football. Have I had a concussion? Yes. Have my children had a concussion? I've had at least one son with a concussion. But the benefits that the sport of football gives, it greatly outweighs, in my estimation,
the risk.
What it gives it to our society far outweighs the risk. And, you know, the father that was killed pitching to a little leaguer behind a screen, you know, does that mean we need to quit pitching baseballs? Heck no, it's part of life.
That's right.
You know, we never even think about taking keys away from a 16-year-old and put them in a $20,000 automobile. And yet we panic like crazy.
With a cell phone.
With a cell phone, and there's a lot more kids that get maimed driving automobiles, that get killed driving automobiles, and all you got to do is talk to the insurance people. That's the reason your insurance rates go up so high when your kids turn 16.
Sure, yeah.
And so anyway, I'm off my soapbox, I guess, but that's what that game.
Well, I'm
what it meant last night.
Yeah. And I'm an old guy now, and I played in that same stadium in 66, 65, and 64, and there's been times in my life that things hadn't gone right, and there's, you know, all of us have rough times in our life. No, this is not an easy trip we're on, and there is rarely a week that goes by that I don't draw on some of the strengths that were given to me through my participation in football.
Yeah.
And it's that important. And one of the things I want to say, you were talking about the blocking and the route runners and how it's a team sport. One thing I want you folks to watch today during this show, you're getting ready to see some running backs from Columbia over there that are very talented. You say, oh, he got a 20-yard run. He got a 25-yard run. A lot of times there were linemen down there making those tackles. There were people who had already missed this person once, and they're circling back, and they're not giving up on the play because I missed him, because they were so elusive and they would move back and forth across the field that our whole team was moving down the field with these running backs, and that one tackle that was made maybe 25 yards past the line of scrimmage is the one tackle that kept that guy from going all the way.
That's correct. And, you know, somebody asked me last night about these big plays, and Cole played outstanding. But, you know, Gray Alexander is one of the ones that makes a play that you're describing.
Right.
He doesn't make the play, then this football team makes a great comeback, but we end up short.
Right.
And we're trying to drive in the last 50 seconds to get a winning score to maybe win the game. But it's a great game. I hope you guys enjoy watching this particular game. It's a sport, and I try to always remember that. It's a sport. You know, Weston Eves, one of our young football players, has been at Vanderbilt now for 3 weeks, I believe, at least going into the third week. That's not a game.
No.
And I always try to remind myself, and sometimes I use analogies that put us in war, battle, whatever, and I know that it's not that.
No.
It's a game. But anyway, it's a great game, and last night was a great example of the game called football.
The game of football. And what we're going to do right now is take a quick break, and we'll be back with the first quarter, and we're going to show you one of the most exciting football games that this fella's ever seen.
What if you could find peace of mind with Got Your Back Checking? Discover Ascend's Preferred Checking, where rewards and security are the key to a balanced financial future. Earn cash back on purchases at your favorite retailers. Plus, our ID theft protection, card patrol, and extra security mean your finances stay safe and sound. Open or upgrade to an Ascend Preferred checking account and see what's possible.
Since 1917, Builder Supply has been the place to go for all your building materials. It's where the contractors have shopped for years. Builder Supply stocks quality Benjamin Moore paint, Temco shingles, case knives, DeWalt, Stanley, and Makita tools, Peachtree Southern Rose and Sun windows, Trader's grills, Quickset locks, General Shale brick, Yellow wood, and Pass Load nail guns and nails. Experienced salespeople are there to help you find the right products for your job. So when you're ready to build, whether large or small, think Builder Supply. 301 South Atlantic Street in Tullahoma.
The Russell Barnett Automotive family has come up with a new challenge. Purchase a car from one of our 5 locations: Russell Barnett Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, GMC, and Ford of Winchester, or Russell Barnett Ford and Kia of Tullahoma, and we will donate $100 to the ALS Foundation or Parkinson's Foundation. The Parkinson's Foundation is a pie in the face. The ALS Foundation is a Ice Bucket Challenge. Come on down to Russell Barnett Automotive family.
Unlike all the rest, Southern Community Bank will provide you with a different banking experience because you are our first priority. Our services are intuitive. Our team is friendly. Our approach is refreshing. Our support to the community is unwavering. And our service is clearly unique. We offer accounts that make banking simple and hassle-free with all the conveniences you want and need most. Call Southern Community Bank and experience the bank that is unlike all the rest.
Our captains last night, we went with 3 permanent captains: Aaron Gray, Riley Darden, number 3, Mikey Led, as he likes to be called, 31, and number 47 was Andy Duncan. And Andy is a defensive tackle that has really played well the last 3 ball games, I believe it is.
Yes, he has.
I know he was unsung hero in one of the games just because his improvement of play had really helped us out in making the defense become a lot better. And we're going to win the toss. No, Columbia won the toss, but anyway, it turned out the way we wanted it to be. They wanted the ball. We wanted to defer to the second half. So that was good with us. And, it's senior night for them. And so anyway, they had several festivities there.
And they had a brand new scoreboard and clock and all of that, and I don't think they read the manual on it, because this is, for a ball game with very little passing in it, this is the longest ball game you'll ever see.
182 clips, I believe is what Bob Lamore told me, that this game, and so you got some scoreboard shots in there, you had the captain's shot, but basically 170 clips. That's a lot of
Great job by Cole Potter coming off of that corner. He did that several times.
We brought him several times last night on stunts there. Will Holt kicked off and ran him out of bounds, thank goodness. They were about to take it all the way to the house. We're all over the young man right there, Andy Duncan, young man we were talking about earlier, makes the stop. We've got them 3rd and long, and they're going to run a trap play here. Now, this is a unique trap. Watch number 9. He's Jackson Harris, and he traps our tackle right there, and they rip us for almost a first down. They're going to go for it on 4th right here. Jackson Harris is a University of Georgia committee, as he stands 6'6", 250 pounds, and he played like a man last night. I will say that for that young man. Columbia is a very impressive looking team when you see them up close. Video doesn't do them justice on how big and tall they are. They had some tall, rangy young men.
Now, which one did you say is going to Georgia?
Number 9.
Number 9, yeah.
And they line him up at tight end, sometimes out at split receiver, and he lines up in the backfield as their fullback. And they've got an illegal procedure there. They had 2 men moving at the same time. And if you'll watch number 9 and watch the offensive guards, they'll take you to the football. There's your trap again. We actually play it pretty good. Andy comes across the center's face like you're taught to, and the running back cut it back to where the guard had just pulled from. And here they come again. And I'm telling you,
This kid's elusive right here.
his last name is Goff. Now, I don't know if he's kin to the Goff that they had that's now at Tennessee Tech, playing so well for them at linebacker. But he is quick as a hiccup. And had them in a 3rd and long. They complete a out route, pick up the first down. And again, picking up good yardage there. And I'm trying to remember if I think his last name's Williams. I started to say Williamson, but it's Williams. And they try a little quick screen there, and Riley Darden, Michael Lett, all over it. Got him in a 3rd down long situation. And they're going to run what we call a waggle, bootleg right there, and he hits Wisner, number 2. Number 2 is a really outstanding athlete coming across, so they got a 4th and 4. And I think I think this is probably a play they probably put in, and I don't think they executed it. I know they didn't execute it the way they wanted to. It was, you could see them talking to each other before the snap, and you knew that they weren't, they were trying to figure out what they were going to do there. And so anyway, miscommunication there. We open up running the football there with Chris House. We're going to come back, and Chase Dixon's going to keep the football this time. And I thought we had us a play right there, but we couldn't get 21 blocked. If we could have got him hooked, then we had a play. And we're on 3rd down and long, and instead of passing the ball, we're going to run it into the boundary, hoping they might be slanting to the wide side of the field.
They weren't.
One of those that Chris has gotten a lot better. He'll look at that and realize that if he just made one little step to the inside right there, instead of running into Jason Go, that he would have cut off his tail and might have gotten the yardage.
Right.
Instead, he hit Jason, and when he did, he lost all momentum, and then that split second's all it took for everybody else to close on him, as we needed about 6 yards on that play. And here they come again. That's Jay Coop making the tackle. I'm telling you, there's a lot of just life-saving tackles, keeping the score from happening. They're running a buck sweep here. That means both guards are pulling, just the same thing we just ran going into the boundary there, and they're able to pick up 2 or 3 there. 2nd and 7. And
good contact, getting to them.
I'm telling you, they're a good offensive team. They were a lot better offensively. Just a lot better than we thought they were from watching them on video. Their offensive line we knew was pretty good, but I came back away even more impressed. Chase Dixon there on the tackle from the safety position. He had to start at safety to replace Alex Williams, who's out with an injury. And you just don't see that very often. Michael Lett missing the tackle there. I mean, the guys are good. You can count on one hand number of missed tackles for number 31 this week. And, it happens a couple of times last night. These are really, really outstanding running backs. Throw the quick screen again to Harris, and Cole Potter hits him right where you got to hit him, down in those shins.
A big man's shins hurt just like a little man's do, don't they?
Yep. They come out with a sweep right here, and good execution by them. Not real good by us, but they got on us, and we could not get off of them. And so they're able to score and go in front of us 7-0 on that new scoreboard.
Yeah, look at that. Brand new scoreboard.
And that's very nice. The family that purchased it for them, I think Coach Stone, it was a hefty donation, I'll put it that way.
Well, that and also the time clocks as well.
Right, and I don't know, how much or whatever, but
it's big.
It was big. We tried to hit Aaron Gray. We'll come back and throw a little bit shorter to him and have a little bit more success, as we felt like that was an opening there that could be exploited. And there's just nerves, okay? Just nervousness. We didn't sit back in there and wait on the speed sweep guy to come through. So we faced 3rd and long, and we executed here.
Good
Cole
job.
Potter gets the completion from Chase Dixon. Chase gets hit by number 9. Jackson Harrison has to leave the game and come to the sideline and be checked out. Now we're going to run a reverse, and they're all over it. I'm sitting there thinking that's about as bad a call as I could make. Here I thought we could catch them. But it's great to have an athlete like Cole Potter that can reverse the field and still pick up a first down when he should have lost 10.
Right.
He picks up the first down, so great job there. All right, we come back, hit Cole on a little short pass there, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. And we're down 7-0, but we're driving back down to their end of the field and just need to tie it back up. We'll take a commercial break. As, we have been caught feeding our faces here, and so anyway, y'all hang in there with us. We will be back.
Thank you, Milo.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Goody Two Scoops is a self-serve frozen yogurt shop located in Tullahoma, Tennessee. We have over 80 different flavors of soft-serve frozen yogurt and can offer 15 of those flavors served at one time. We have over 50 different toppings, ranging from fresh sliced fruit to chocolates and assorted nuts. Our frozen yogurt is a healthier alternative for a frozen treat with certified live cultures that are good for you. Goody Two Scoops also has a full commercial kitchen with 2 certified chefs on duty to bake an array of fresh pastries, custom cakes, wedding cakes, assorted cookies, chocolates, cupcakes, and our delicious chocolate-covered strawberries, just to name a few. We are kid and family friendly with a dedicated, friendly, and qualified staff to serve you.
Hey, I'm Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Our goal is to provide you comfort in your home. Cool weather's on its way. Sign up for your fall maintenance now. Trane is offering some special financing or rebates for your new systems you purchase this fall. Our goal is to provide you with the best possible service and installation job available. Our office staff is beat by none. Now that you've heard the Stroop effect, the picture is clear. Call Stroops for all your service needs.
Would you drive a few extra miles to save thousands on a new or pre-owned vehicle? If you answered yes, do yourself a favor and come see us at Staminab Ford in Lewisburg. Right now, we're offering the Ford Focus for $16,455. This vehicle is automatic, power windows, and power locks. Or check out our F-350s, up to $10,000 off. Come see us today at Staminab Ford. You'll get the same selection of savings as the other guys, but customer service of a small town dealership. And remember, if anyone can, Stan can.
Second down and 3. Ball's on the 33-yard line, and we're going to try to gig them right here. We've got a little throwback to Dylan Pearson coming out of the backfield. Great catch, tough run in there. And we pick up another first down, and now we have the ball down inside the 15. And we forget the football right here. We don't forget the football. Look at the push. I mean, we had them driven off. I think Cole maybe scores. He definitely would have been down inside the 10 and probably inside the 5. Because we had a push over there. We had them, and we come right back to it, and 44 there, big old wingspan. I mean, he's 6'3". He gets us, and we still think the play's there, but bad call by me, probably going to it one time too many. And so we end up having to settle for a field goal. And Aaron Gray, Eli Groh holding, Will Holt puts it through, and we've cut it to 7-3. And so at least we got points on the board. And boy, here we go. We kick it off, hit the best space we can hit. He misses it. We've got him on the run. He's back inside his 10-yard line. And now we can't tag him. Reminded me when we punted to that great kid they had several years ago that I wish I could think of his name now, but Dre Hall.
Yeah,
because
that was it.
He picks it up at the 1-yard line, and I'm going, yeah. We pin him down back here, and then 99 yards later, he's standing in the end zone. And Michael Lett gets a hand on the ball, but it still makes it through the upright, and we find ourselves down 14-3. And this is not a very good quarter for us.
No, it's not.
Columbia's on play really well, and they kick the ball out of bounds right here, and I choose for us to take it at the 35-yard line by rule there. And Eli Groh now at quarterback, and he keeps it on the read there and picks up 7 yards. Second down and short. And we just don't hang on.
Nerves.
Yeah, we're just not playing very good. Hitting on all cylinders right here. So we got ourselves into a third down and short situation. We hit Riley Darden right there, and we pick up the first down. And I'm telling you, you're watching a game where you don't see bodies flying around, because there's two teams right here that are doing a battle. Great effort by Cole Potter. They call us for blocking in the back there on the quick screen. I'm telling you, it's one of the best moves, and just exploded down that sideline.
I couldn't see where the players were.
It's a block in the back. It's close, but, good call by the officials. Both of them had called it. I didn't even think about, since if you got both officials seeing the same thing, you pretty much know that you're guilty. It wasn't, Riley's doing his best to create an opening there and take one out, and that guy's moving. It's not like you're hitting a sitting target.
Right.
Everybody's moving, and everybody's moving at a really quick pace. I cost us there. I didn't get the personnel package out on the field quick enough, and we let the clock run down, and we end up taking a delay of game. So we've gone from having a touchdown that got called back to, we could have it at 14-10 right now, to we're in third and forever. And we got the receiver running one route and the quarterback running another route, and just not a very good series there at the end. The old choke collar's up on all of us right now. And, and that's one of the things that that a game like this teaches you, because all of us struggle with pressure. I mean, you got some people that handle things better than others, and last night there's a football player out there on our field that's a good player for us, and he is not getting lined up correctly on defense, and coaches are screaming at him, and he's trying to adjust, and you can see the choke collar getting higher and higher. But you know what? When the ball was snapped, he got to where he needed to get to, and the next time he's in that situation, because we're going through last night, that choke collar won't get nearly as high.
No.
And
or feel
that's the
nearly
kind of
as
people
tight
that you want working for you in the future out there in that business world. Those guys that can handle that pressure and know that they're not going to melt down. I'm telling you, 31 is quick.
Yes, he is.
He outruns Michael there, and Aaron and Chase Dixon make the tackle. And here comes the old sweep again, and they're just knocking us around. And the old boy's just running. Gray Alexander finally runs him down and makes the play from the backside.
But from behind, not stopping. He'd already missed him once. He's coming again. That's what I was talking about.
It's their offensive line's really good. They're knocking us back as well as anybody we've played this year. And again,
Mike missed him there.
You just don't see that happen a whole lot. That's how good the kid is. He is a really, really good back. He and Cole are probably the top two explosive type people in our district right now. There's some other really good offensive players in the district, so I would not be saying that they're the best offensive players.
And that
in the
was
district,
that was
they're
just
the most explosive.
Jake was in perfect position.
Yeah, and the ball actually touches his fingers. And I told him last night, I said, if you just kept on running to the ball instead of trying to jump for it there, I said, you just jumped one step too early.
Yeah.
And, it wasn't
look at
bad
there, look at there.
And, bad for us right there. Not only do they score, but we lose Chase Dixon right there. And tough break for Chase and for our football team, and we find ourselves down 21-3, and we lose the young man that's playing safety for an injured safety and our starting quarterback.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Was not a great moment for us. They're going to pop it up, and Dylan McElhaney, he knows what to do. He catches that ball and takes off running, puts us out there in great field position. And we've still got a few minutes on the clock. And, Eli, we just need him to go north and south there instead of that little lateral move. Just go get us 3 or 4 yards. We'll be all right. Comes back, hits Riley Darden. And so we've got ourselves into a 3rd down and 4 situation.
Moving the ball a little bit.
And, it's 21-3. We just need to score here before halftime. Give ourselves a chance. And we're going to end up just a tad short right here. 4th down. First time we're going to line up and bluff that we're going. And call timeout. We're going to put in our Wildcat package. Columbia's on call timeout because we've taken them by surprise. And
I don't know why that surprised them.
So anyway, so now you're going to finally see 4th down 1 right here. And Cole Potter's going to keep it right here, and he's going to go pick up 1 yard.
There you go.
And he does. And I'm glad we didn't lose Hayden Eggleston right there. And we come back, and they took the sweep away from us with number 50, and then the linebacker and a defensive tackle ended up being right where we wanted to keep the ball. We come back, we don't hit Aaron Gray, and Great job running. Now we're back down there in a scoring position.
Gonna get that score before halftime.
And we're gonna try to get the score before halftime. We come back and we try to hit Jake right there and do a quick screen and not able to execute it. We'll come back and try to go to Aaron again, and big 44 gets his hands up, almost intercepts the ball. And then right here on third down, we don't run in what we need to be running. We're out of kelter is all I can tell you. And we end up throwing a pick. And so there's not much time. I'm telling you, not very much time at all left on the clock. They try to go to the big Harris kid, and Jay Coop's right where he's supposed to be. They don't come back right here, and if I remember right, hit big 83 to the other side of the field. We've got his deep guy covered, but 83's underneath, and you're sitting there thinking, hey, it's all right, let them get some yards. You know, we just don't want to give up anything big. We're inside 15 seconds. And they don't get a big play right here. That's supposed to be a double pass. And Williams pulls it down, runs it down. They're now on our side of the 50. There's 7 seconds left.
Yes, sir.
And now they're going to hit Wisner down the left side of the field. We got 2 guys on that side of the field, and he has gotten behind both of us. Head coach is not very happy at this moment in time.
I would think not.
Head coach is about to come unglued. There's 1 second left. And I call a timeout there. They showed us what they wanted to run. Well, it doesn't make any difference. They're going to come right back and run the same thing. They didn't change a thing. And they walk into the end zone there, and the head coach is about to come unglued.
So we've gone from almost being
21 to 10.
21 to 10.
And it ought to be 21-17.
To 28
That's what
to 3.
It should be, and we're 28-3. And I'm more mad about the last drive, offense making a turnover in the red zone, and the defense letting them go 80 yards in
15 seconds,
20 seconds or whatever.
Seconds, yeah. That'd make a head coach upset.
And so anyway.
But the fun's going to start.
It is. There's something about this football team that, I don't know what the record will end up being, but they'll be remembered in this community for a long time.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Because they are resilient, and they have taken some really tough blows as far as losing teammates. And,
so your quarterback's gone.
Yes.
And also
running back's gone.
Starting running back's gone.
One of our better athletes, Chris Potts, has not played it down.
Hadn't played it down.
Surgery before the season, before we ever even started practicing.
But your quarterback here was replacing a safety that was injured.
Correct.
So you've got to find somebody to put at safety. Of course, you've got Eli Groh ready to step in at quarterback. And you're down 25 points at halftime.
It's a great feeling.
And when we left Tullahoma yesterday, Bob Lamoya and I looked on the internet before we left, and there wasn't any rain within 200 miles of here. And the wind's starting to blow, and it's getting ready to start raining.
I was going to say, it starts raining on us, and the wind's blowing.
I'm going, what in the world will folks hang around, and you'll see just what in the world takes place. And with that said, I want to thank Mo down at the Donut Palace for letting me have my mouth full of donuts a minute ago when we came back to you. I apologize for that. We got back a little quicker than I thought we were going to. But, they do a great job over there, and they're a great part of our community. You're right across from Tullahoma High School. Just walk down under the covered walkway, right back in there to the Donut Palace, and get you something good to eat. They've got it. They're in there every day, and they're good, fine folks. And we appreciate them supplying us with donuts here on the John Ollie Fifth Quarter Show. And we also want to thank the Gerwe family and Mid-South Distributing, because they are our water sponsor, and we hydrate with Aqua Hydrate. It's infused with electrolytes. Keep your electrolytes right, folks. If you're going to hydrate, Aqua Hydrate. And thank you, Rick and girls, for all you do for us. And we also want to thank Tri-County Roofing's Brent Bates. And, you know, Tri-County Roofing's been in the roofing business around here longer than anybody here. And the reason they've been there a long time is they do good work. And they are a commercial and industrial roofing operation. And if you need a free estimate on your job, give Brent a call at 728-1664. He'll come over and visit with you. He's a delightful guy to get to know, but he's the best at what he does. So that's Tri-County Roofing. That's 728-1664. Give them a call for your commercial or industrial roofing needs. And with that said, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the third quarter.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Are you a shoeanista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bren's Shoe Boutique, located at the Village on Jackson, 1940 North Jackson Street, Suite 120 in Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bren's. A shoeanista herself, owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Rocket Dog, Jessica Simpson, Mia, Nine West, J. Renee, Bandolino, and more. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bren's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford at Bren's Shoe Boutique, now open in Tullahoma.
Are you ready to look better, feel better, and lose weight? Hi, I'm Joe McCamey, and when I was 90 pounds overweight, I needed a simple solution. That's why I started the Lose to Win weight loss competition.
My name is Sue Richardson, and I have lost 36.6 pounds.
And I've actually lost a total of 104 pounds.
It's getting on the scale and watching the numbers go down.
The Lose to Win competition can help you too. Take control of your weight in 2014. I'm here to help. Visit our website or call today.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
Football. I just couldn't understand they're not throwing the football.
Columbia kicks off to us, and Riley Darden on the return. Never could get turned up the field that time, but we do get the ball out to the 30. And, we've talked about it's crucial. We need to start scoring when we come out with this first drive. And but we did talk about at halftime, you just got to take one little bite at a time. You're not going to get, 25 points back in one play. Just get first downs. And we start off really rough right here. Okay, but what you and I talked about, the wind is now blowing from our backs into Columbia's face, and it's blowing big time.
Yes, sir, it is.
And we're trying to get the ball in there to Riley and not able to do it. So we have to punt the ball, and we're on our own 32-yard line, and Riley's punt is on a roll dead. Look at that bounce, and then it's going to go dead down inside their 20. So we have at least got them backed up. I think it's the only time on this night that we go 3 and out right here. But it's big because it gives us some confidence. Okay, great job right here. That's the way to surround the ball. You got Riley, you got Gray Alexander, you had Andy Duncan there. So it's 2nd and long. And, you know, Columbia is wanting to run the clock. The clock's their best friend now.
Oh, heavens, yes.
And so we've got them pinned up deep. You can see that flag blowing back there in the background. That wind is really blowing hard into their face. They're going to try to run a waggle right here. And Kason Buckner breaks it up. I thought he was going to get a pick right there, but that's a great job by Kason.
Yep.
Great job by the defense. 3 and out. Give ourselves a chance. Now, this is what happens here. Jackson Harris is going to try to angle punt it away from Cole Potter, but he chooses to punt it to his right. The wind catches that ball and pushes it. I mean, big time.
Yeah, it did. It was a little bit of a shank, but it's
like a 12-yard punt. We got the ball at the 30. Here comes Cole Potter. Look at the push by the offensive line.
It's a new day.
It's a new day. We get half of it right there, and we're going to get the other half right here with Riley Darden. Again, look at the blocking outside there. That's a great job.
Yeah.
We have scored, and you can see the wind whipping those flags. And it's now 28-10. And, you know, I'm sure everybody's sitting there saying, well, at least we scored.
I'm sitting there thinking, another one of those, we're just 11 points behind.
All right, we kick it deep, and you can see he's having a hard time judging it. And Michael Lett says, come here. And he tackles him inside the 20.
I got a message for you.
And now the defense has got to get it back for us. And I'm telling you, it's a battle to get it back. That's Michael Lett making the tackle there on Williams. 2nd down and 4. You can see us trying to blitz there, bring Cole off. Pick up 3, it's 3rd and 1. I take it back, they gave him the 1st down. I thought he was stopped short of the 30 there, but they marked it on the 30, so it's a 1st down. And we're having some clock issues all night long. It had to do with the remote, the remote that they had with their clock.
Had a bad battery in it.
Well, it had that, and then there was something about the switch on it was not functioning. It was oversensitive.
Look at that guy cut. I mean, on a dime. Like Sproles.
Picks up 4, and so we got to find a way to stop them. And we get a penalty. There's a penalty against Columbia right there for illegal procedure. And here comes a sweep. He's not running through there free this time.
Right.
Cole Potter stops it up to where he has to break his momentum and cut back to the inside, and this time there was pursuit there.
People there.
And we hadn't had that on their sweeps. They've been running free for 8 to 10 yards before anybody. Okay, they were trying to run a screen, and
how was that not a fumble?
They just ruled his arm was coming forward. So, you know, judgment call. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
So, we've held them. That's the most important thing to us right now, is that they have been held. And this time they punt it straight to Cole. He says, thank you very much. There's a low line drive. What you have to punt, great block right there. And we're right back in business, boys. I mean, you know, we're down on their end of the field. We started the last drive at the 30. We're at the 34 this time. We stay in our War Eagle package. And here comes Riley Darden. He's got a leadership there. I mean, there's bodies galore out there. A lot of white jerseys out in front of me. He likes it when it looks like that.
I'm sure he does. I used to like it when it looked like that.
We're going to try him the other way. That worked so good, let's do it the other way, but we miss our block. And so we lose yardage on that one versus we had made our blocks on the previous one, and that time we missed it. Here comes Cole, though. This is the play we thought was there all night long in the first half. You remember we ran it 3 times in a row. Well, worked that time. Makes it look like
it's that extra little push.
And here we go, right back to it again. And maybe a little, trying to dance and dodge a little too much right there.
You got to
but
plant that foot and go.
Yeah, when you're that close. But he does know how to do that.
Yes, he does.
And you'll watch it right here. As he's on go, go, go. Right there, boom, and now he explodes, and they're not on catch him. It's nice having one of those.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And we have scored again.
Oh, 17.
We're getting ready to make it 17. We've cut it to that 11 that you were sitting there saying a minute ago.
Yeah, and I'm going,
And now we're beginning to think, maybe.
One more,
we're
just 4 points behind.
At that point in time, the decision's already been made that we're going for 2, because I'm not going to get beat 28-27. I'm either going to get beat 27,
Yeah, right.
28-23, or we're going to get to that.
We're going to get to that field goal.
3 points so we can kick a field goal. And here he goes.
Here he goes.
Goff off and running, and
can't make a tackle, but look who makes the tackle.
It's Riley Darden catching him from behind.
Coming all the way down the field from the other side of the field. And that's what I was talking about earlier. That's where you win games.
And here we stuff it up pretty good, and they just bounce it, and Jake makes the tackle, and all of a sudden, we got it down to 11, and Columbia does what good teams do. They answer right back. And we're struggling right now. We can't get lined up, and between the substitutes and players not being out on the practice field because we were trying to heal them up, we were struggling right there at getting into that package, and they're able to punch it in the end zone there, and so we're going to go right back to being down by 18 by 3 scores. So we'd cut it to where we had 2 scores. Now we're back up to a 3-score game with 3:45 to go in the quarter. And, hey, Wildcats, so we're going to make them kick off 3 times. That one goes out of bounds. And we had been taking it at the 35, but with the wind blowing like it is,
right,
I've decided you boys don't have to kick into this wind if we can make you. And they try to do the same thing, and it goes out of bounds. So we back them up again. So they're kicking off from their 30. They think they're in the NFL. And I don't even think they kick from there anymore. But they kick it deep to us, and Riley Darden says, "Thank you very much." Zing, there he goes. And that's the reason they didn't want to kick to us. Take your choice between Riley and Cole. Wisner runs us down at the 2-yard line. But all we got to do is have a 2-yard drive, and we're right back down to a 2-score game.
Right back down there, knocking at the door.
And we'll try the other side. And Cole's able to muscle his way into the end zone. And good hard-nosed run right there.
The flags are flying.
The flags are still flying hard. And Will Holt puts it through. And we've got the game down to 35-24 with 3:24 to go. So we took very little time off the clock, which is important because we've got, this win's significant.
Yes, it is, very much
and
so.
Because we kick it deep again, and this time Goff's going to return it out, though, to about the 42 or 3-yard line. Jake Crabtree, I believe, was on the tackle. Chris House. Here comes their power game, but I think that's Aaron Gray, if I remember right, that got his ankles there. Got him early, and so we got him in a 2nd down and long. And they're coming right back, I'm telling you. They don't run that play till the cows come home. And I think that was Gray Alexander that caught that thing from behind that time. And we've got them in 3rd and long. And it really surprised me because they've been trapping us on 3rd and long. And it was only be 4th and short, but they blocked us in the back right there. And so we back them up, so it's 3rd down all over again. We're bringing a blitz, and this time Cole Potter gets to him. And that was ruled a fumble, just went out of bounds. I don't know if we'd have gotten Riley's attention to get over there and get on it or not, but we've held them. And that was important, that we hold them. And I guess that was the second 3 and out, so I stand corrected. And again, they punted away from us, but this time he punts it to the left, which keeps the wind. The wind still knocks it down, but it doesn't push it like it did on his first punt. So, big series for us. We end up handing the ball off to Cole and nowhere to go. He loses 4 yards. We're going to come back and try to hit Cole down the seam right here. Big series right here. They hit Eli. It's ruled roughing the passer. So we get 15 yards. Before we snap the ball, one of their guys loses his cool, says something to the umpire. They lose another 15 yards. So we make 30 yards on an incompletion. And we're now down in their territory.
Did you put that in the playbook, Coach?
And we're going to run back into the boundary here. Watch the crack by Case and Buckner. You see, you can crack 44 there, and that makes the play go down that sideline.
I can't believe that wasn't a touchdown.
Yeah, I thought he'd gotten in, but officials wanted Cole Potter to score, I guess.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Probably so.
That's what Chris will say. He said the officials want Cole to score.
I mean, he could have crawled in.
Was the way to put it in. We're going for 2. And we'll have to come up with a new 2-point play now. And there's Jake Crabtree, wide open, and we complete it. And
1 second left.
1 second left, and that's huge because we get to kick with the wind again.
Right.
And so, where's the ball going to go? It's going to go to the end zone. We'll hold. That's big.
It's very big.
Because now, instead of them getting good field position with us kicking into the wind, they are going to be backed up because they're going to make some yardage here, and that's the last play of the third quarter.
They just do. I mean, they have some very talented young men playing on that football team, and that's what's so impressive about this is that we just don't quit. We don't quit.
And it's a ball game now.
Oh, yeah, it's a ball game now.
We're excited. All the momentum's on our side of the field. You know, they scored to put it back up to 3 scores. And then Riley Darden and his teammates return that kickoff all the way back down to the 2. We score right back to a 2-point game, a 2-score game. We still kick off, got them pinned deep. They can't move it. We get those 2 penalties against them back to back. We're back down there. Chris gets it down to the goal line. We score with 1 second left to go. And we're within 3 going into the fourth quarter. Now we've got to go into the win.
Right.
Okay. But we're there.
We're ready.
We're there. The momentum has jumped to our side of the field, and now we've answered. When they tried to respond, we answered, and we have closed it up to a 3-point game. And life's gonna be exciting in the fourth quarter.
And if you'll watch, you'll see these kids like I made mention to Coach earlier. The Gagnier boy was missing that guy in the backfield, on that tackle, but he kept getting back there. Now those blocks that we just weren't getting and those tackles that we just weren't making, we're gonna start making them because we're still there, we're still working. We're still persistent, and those guys are going, when are they going to wear out? Well, we don't wear out.
I mean, they keep battling.
They keep battling, but we don't wear out.
Two teams really getting after each other here in the fourth quarter.
Take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with quarter number 4.
Trucks. The #1 selling truck for 35 years straight, the Ford F-Series, can be found at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. We have a huge selection of over 100 trucks to choose from, with Ford manufactured rebates and incentives up to $10,000 or 0% financing available. Now is the time to buy. So come on down to Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester, and remember,
trucks,
and more trucks. Why buy anywhere else?
The Gondola, located at 412 East Carroll Street, is Tullahoma's oldest pizza, pasta, and steakhouse, featuring all kinds of pizzas, calzones, pastas and steaks, chicken, pork, sandwiches, and seafood. Check out their daily specials on Facebook. And don't forget that on Saturdays, there's ribs and smoked Boston butts. Add a great variety of appetizers and desserts, and come on in, y'all. Gondola has it all. For carry-out, call 455-9738. That's the Gondola Steakhouse, located at 412 East Carroll Street in Tullahoma.
Everybody's in a business. A realtor helps build your family with a home to grow in. A doctor keeps you healthy and can fix a broken heart. An accountant keeps you on track for your future dreams. As a master IJO jeweler, Woodard's Diamond Showroom is a little of all of these because we're in the love business. We're there for your family's special times with regular happiness checkups and symbols of love. That's our business at Woodard's Diamond Showroom inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, family practice dentistry for 29 years.
All right, Columbia's got the ball, and it is going to be a rock'em sock'em fourth quarter now. Here comes Goff, and Mikey led on the tackle there, coming through on the blitz, and I'm telling you, follow number 9. You'll see him make the trap there. That was a third down and forever, and he gets the first down out to the 30-yard line. They're going to try to trap us again, and this time he just bounces it, and they still pick up 3 yards. I mean, we've got it stuffed at the point of attack, and they still make yardage. And, you know, they roll us out of there. They're doing a good job. And Riley tries to steal the ball there, but now we got a 3rd and 2. And, I mean, they're rolling us out of there. You watch big number 9 there. He's working on Isaac. And Isaac giving up about 70 pounds to him.
And a foot and a half.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just tough, hard-nosed football going on right now. There they trap Andy, and, you know, they roll up an umpire. Jake finally makes the tackle. That ump will be sore this morning.
Yeah, I bet.
And
there you go.
We're in good shape. Michael Lepp makes the tackle, but it is just dog eat dog right here. It's the only way I know how to describe this thing. It's tough. This is physical football, and they're pounding us, and we're trying to make a play. Great job gang tackling right there. We get a penalty against Columbia there. I don't remember if it was holding or blocking in the back at that point in time. I remember them coming over and telling me, and all I said was, I want the penalty. Take the penalty. They come back, run a quick screen here, and we're in pretty good shape. And we've got them in a 3rd down and 18 right here. 3rd and 18.
And, you know, throughout the night, they've picked a few of those up.
All right. Earlier in the first half, number 2's down at the bottom of the screen down here. All right, he's over here by himself. He's going deep. We know that. We double him. They try to go to Harris down the middle of the field, and Cole Potter picks it off. We get a block in the back right there that keeps us from being in great field position. But great job. And we got the football. first play right here, we're going to hit Aaron Gray. Same spot that it's been open. We find him, and we go from our 15 out to the 41, 42-yard line. That's huge.
Yes, sir. And the clock's ticking.
And the clock's ticking. We're going to run Chris House. He's going to pick up 4. And now we're going to throw just a simple hitch route out here to Cole Potter, and you're going to see one of the most incredible runs that you can see. Simple. Get the ball to him, and make him miss. Pull through, make him miss, get away from him, and go score. And boy, you're talking about an exciting sideline to be on right now. Our side of the field.
Our side of the field was going crazy.
And 39-35 with basically 7 minutes to go in the game. But now,
and with one of the most explosive offenses we played on the other side of the field for us.
Yeah,
knowing they can break one in an instant.
They're starting at their own 31, and I mean, there's no quitting Columbia. You'll watch it right here. They're going to drive this thing right down the field, and you almost feel helpless. And you feel like, is anybody ever going to be able to make a play? We can make a negative play on them from time to time, but the next play they get 8,
right,
9 on it right back. And so they got a 2nd and short here after picking up 6 yards. Here they come. Watch the guard. Traps Riley there. We can't make the tackle. Jake and Jacob both hit him, but 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
3rd and
9 yards down the field.
Watch the big number 9 now. Watch Jacob Gagnier and number 9 meet each other. Boom. I mean, we've stuffed that about as well as you can stuff it. And the guy's going to go for a touchdown, except a defensive end named Gray Alexander runs him down and saves the touchdown.
That's it.
Otherwise, we're behind again. But we have battled and caught them, and they got it 1st down at our 18-yard line. Here comes the sweep. And they pick up a few there. I can't remember, I know Aaron Gray was on it, and I can't remember whether that was Andy Duncan in there with him that made that play. Here comes Trap. And Gray Alexander again.
And look at Gagnier. You know, still following the play, coming behind the play.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 at the 10.
And that's what makes this game so great.
Look at that.
Is that you get those 3rd and 2s and those 4th and 1s and 4th and 4s like it is right now. So it gets the fans involved.
It gets everybody's involved.
Because you get these constantly throughout the game.
This is it.
Aaron Gray, look at him recover from where he was blitzing from, and he tackles the quarterback. I'm amazed. I thought the quarterback was just on run for the 1st down.
Yeah.
And here we come out. We got to get the ball off our goal line now. And Chris House, great job running right there by Chris. We got it 2nd down, and we're going to try to bleed the clock down. And we already got our linemen up there, and boy, we're just holding them probably too long in this position. I'm kicking myself here. And we get that low snap. And so grateful. Eli Grove recovers it in the end zone, give them a safety, but not a touchdown.
Yeah.
But now they've got the wind at their back. You know that they can kick a 45-yard field goal with the wind blowing like it is. And we have to kick off, and we're going to put it on the ground, and they get it scooped up. And I'm just glad with Chris House and Bobby Simpson make the tackle. They're on our 47 though, and I told Coach Brett.
Look at that, there he goes.
I said, we got to gamble. I said, otherwise, if they just march this thing down the field and score, I said, I'd rather for them to score quickly or us make some big plays. I said, what we don't want is them just grind it down to the 10-yard line and kick a chip shot field goal for the winning score.
Great tackle.
Great tackle by Cole there, and here we go. We got people going all different directions this time. And just trying to make a play. Aaron Gray makes it, and it's going to be 2nd and 10. I get chill bumps on me right now just watching this all over again. Because this is what it's about. This is where you make teams. And we can't tackle him. I'm telling you, he's tough. And he's their 3rd team running back. You know, we got him in 3rd down. They got to make that next white line, that 25-yard line's where they got to make.
Jake Crabtree.
4th and 3. Where do you think they're coming? You got all these linemen on this side in a heavy set. You got number 9 over here, and here they come. And look at them. That's just it. That's it. He's 1 foot short. He doesn't make the white line. He had to make that white line to get a 1st down. And he is marked short of the white line. The greatest formation in football.
That's it.
Victory, right here.
There you go.
Foot to foot, protect it. Take a
knee.
Snap, take a knee, and and I'm so thankful. Columbia class there. They didn't take any cheap shots on us like last week. They knew it was over. They only had 1 timeout. They knew all we had to do is take a knee again, even if they called a timeout. And Coach Stone and his defensive coordinator, Coach Hoth, called their kids off there. Yeah. And so anyway, I appreciate that. And that's hard to do sometimes in ball games where you have that big of a swing and so forth. And but so proud of the young men, and I really apologize for not having some of them here for you to interview this morning, just because if you want to figure out what happened, what was the change, you need to talk to the guys that participated in it, because they're the ones that know what happened.
Made the change.
The rest of us just watching the game. So great job by our young men, and
proud of them, very, very proud.
The largest comeback that I personally have ever been involved in. That's the furthest we've been down in any game as a player or as a coach, was 25 points and come back and win the ball game.
Yeah, it's great job, and that just shows you folks what this man and his staff have accomplished with these young men who started off the season 3-0. And there's no telling where they might go before this is over with. We probably going to take a short commercial break here. We didn't have a band show today, so we're going to need one more commercial break, and then we'll be back and give you the players of the week, and we'll talk about what's happening next week and the week after. So we'll be right back shortly.
The Wash Spot on North Jackson Street in Tullahoma is your new state-of-the-art, high-tech express tunnel car wash that gets your car clean quickly and beautifully. We have 4 washes available, from the $6 express wash to the $12 Supreme Clean, featuring DuraShield Total Car Protectant. Just pick your wash and let the express tunnel wash leave the dirt behind. After the wash, you can help yourself to one of the free vacuums. Come by 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. to get the best wash in town at a great price. We're located at 2180 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma. The Wash Spot, locally owned and operated.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
They say you see the world differently. It's like you see the miracle of life in even the smallest things. That's what it feels like to survive. St. Thomas Heart has more locations than anyone in the state, giving more heart patients a new lease on life. For more than 40 years, they've been leaders in cardiac care. That's experience you can count on.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, we're back, and after Coach and I talked about this, after a game like that game, and you have your players of the week. How do you have a player of the week in a game like this? There is no way to have an offensive player of the week or a defensive player, unsung hero. This week, the Tullahoma 2014 Tullahoma Wildcat football team won it all. They're the offensive player of the week. They're the defensive player of the week. They're the unsung hero. All of them. Look at them, folks. They're few, they're small, but they're brilliant, and their hearts shine all the way to the outer space. And you can't ask for a better group of young men than that group right there. They jointly are the players of the week this week for Tullahoma High School. Just doesn't get any better.
Doesn't get any better.
All right, now this coming week we're open.
We are.
We're having our fall break. Hope our young men will be smart and do what they need to do to stay focused and ready during that time. Hope all of them are safe. We will, of course, you'll have some practice going on during that time.
We'll practice. We reassemble Wednesday afternoon. And we'll practice Wednesday and Thursday, and then give them a long weekend off next weekend.
And then next we go to Lincoln County.
Lawrence County.
Lawrence County next. I'm sorry, for some reason I thought.
Big ball game down at Lawrenceburg, as they beat Lincoln County last night in overtime. And I almost used the word upset, but I believe Lawrence County has turned into a pretty good football team.
Now they've only been beat once?
Columbia is the only one that's beat them inside the district, and Giles County beat them early in the season. Right. So I want to say they're 5-2 at this point. They're open this week as well, so we both get an open date before we have to see each other. And trip to Lawrenceburg is not nearly as bad as it used to be. I used to feel like I was going to Siberia when I was going to Lawrenceburg. Every time I'd see those people, I'd say, don't y'all want to be a part of the Alabama Association instead of Tennessee? But the 4-lane going across through there has made that a lot easier. 64 goes part way. I don't know if it's 64 all the way over there or not, but anyway, it is 4-lane now, and it ought to be a great ball game.
And they have that coach down there is doing a good job.
Coach Marston's done a great
job with them. And you and I talked about it when he first came into that system down there. It was obvious that he was a young man with a lot going on, and would push that program, and he has, and he's turned it into a good program.
Got a lot of players involved over the years. Really built their numbers up, and they've beaten us the last 2 times. They beat us in 2012 with a very inspiring win, and then last year they made the plays when they needed to make them and beat us again. And so
it's our time.
We need to get it turned back around against them, and it'll be a good old ball game. The winner of our game will move into second place behind Shelbyville. Lawrence County hasn't played Shelbyville yet, so they could still end up tied with Shelbyville and hold the tiebreaker. We end up tied with Shelbyville. They're going to hold the tiebreaker. Right. So still got 3 games to go in the year. Some teams have 4 games to go in the year, and we just see where we go. For a team that started off 0-3, and we thought last night's game was going to be for nothing. You go back 4 weeks ago, everybody's probably sitting there thinking, man, look at this. We can't win here, we can't win there, and they're probably thinking we're maybe 1-2 1-5, maybe 0-6. We weren't playing very good, and these young men have turned it around, and we have finally climbed back above 500, and we're 4-3 and 2-1 inside the district, which was the most important thing.
Yes, sir.
And sitting there tied with Lawrence County, and the winner of that game will move into sole possession of second place.
That's good. That's good. And just like Coach said, you used to couldn't get there from here, but now you can. So when we go down there, we expect to see you folks in the stands down there, cheering us and these young men to that second place in the district. So with that said, this show replays at 8:30 tonight and at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And again, congratulations, Coach. Job well done.
Thank you.
And relay that to your young men. And we'll see you folks in the stands at Lawrence County in 2 weeks.